Hey everyone, so today we are doing a very exciting video. In this video, as you guys can see by the title, we are going to be doing something that is so old school YouTube to me personally. If you guys know, I've been doing videos for like 8 years. Is it 9 years yet? I don't know. It's around there. Like, it has been a long time here on YouTube. I feel like I've went through many different phases of videos that I've done, and one really big chunk of my life on YouTube was DIYs, DIY decorations, DIY crafts, just DIYs was a huge thing, and I have not done one in a very long time until today. And you know what? I am so freaking excited for this video. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm so jazzed. So this is going to be kind of a blend of my old school YouTube with my new school YouTube. You guys know I absolutely love interior decorating, designs, decorating rooms in general, and my old school DIYs. Well, boom, we're gonna put them together. I've been watching a ton of like crafts to do at home when you're bored. Like just a lot of that. I was gonna say another one, but like that's it. So since I've been watching so many of those videos, I kind of had the idea all of a sudden that I should try something like that, but instead of crafts, have it be like home decor, like revamping your room, transforming your room, but only with DIYs, things that you can make yourself. You know, if I can remember my DIYs correctly, they all turned out looking very much like a 13-year-old had crafted them. Today, I want it to look almost store-bought with a little bit of like customization on it. So I have a little mood board on my phone right now. I will flash it really quickly for you guys. This is just like a screenshot I took of my desktop. So all of these ideas I actually found on Pinterest. So these didn't come from my own noggin, but I might put a little bit of customization on the customization of their customization. But either way, I want to show how to make all 5 of these in one video. I will give credit to each of these pins because they did come up with them, or they got it from someone else and they executed it and I found their pin. So credit is here. But yeah, I will get into each one individually in this video. This is going to be like, I think we might be bringing the voiceover back for this video, so that should be very interesting. So I thought this would be a perfect time for this video because, like the craft videos have been saying, when you're bored at home, a lot of people are bored at home right now, and I feel like in every house there's at least one room that you kind of is just like the forgotten room. So if you can do a few of these and just make it look a little bit better on a budget, I feel like it's a very fun pastime, and yeah, it is very enjoyable for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of you guys to be doing DIYs like this. Let's begin. Wish me luck, you guys. Now, I'm obviously not just going to be talking through all this. I will literally be doing this on a wall and like all these DIYs, but first I'm just going to explain it to you guys. So this first one is a herringbone design. Now, painting walls is like a very fun pastime. The can of paint I got, which was 1 quart, was only $5. And then I got a little sponge, which was around $1.50, and I'm gonna be able to do this whole wall hopefully on that. So this is like a very affordable way to DIY, and it fills your day for a while. Like, it's way more time consuming than you would think. But yeah, so this is a herringbone. As you can see, this pin did it in a bathroom. I literally love this bathroom. I hope that that's not the reason that I like this design, because it did draw me in, and the Sims room does look different. But this looks pretty easy, and I feel like if you go on Pinterest, not sponsored by Pinterest, and you search feature wall painted, there are so many options that come up, so many pretty ones, so many ones that don't take a lot of paint, yet they really pack a punch. So that's what we're going to be doing with this one. Let's go into the Sims room and start this one off and see how it goes. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so here is the Sims room. If you've never met it before, it's pretty bare bones. I was deciding, did I want like the headboard wall or this wall, but I'm leaning towards this wall back here. Now, this is also where I'm going to put a lot of the other DIYs, like the nightstand, the thing to hang up. We'll get to that though. We're just going to focus on the feature wall. Okay, but here's what the wall looks like before anything gets done on here. After this, it'll be like a nice herringbone. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to get my mom to help me with this. So we gotta clear it out and move the bed a little bit. Literally the worst lighting you ever did see, but it's raining out, so this is kind of what we're stuck with. But we're just going to move the bed so we can get access, and I'm gonna take these curtains off. Okay, so I think the important first part is gonna be like this, like just like triangle. We'll put a tape.
Can I see the picture?
Okay, so here's what it looks like. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're just taping up the walls to start. And then we're gonna get to the pattern, but not yet. Should we start low where it's gonna be hidden?
Yeah. That's what I was just...
So our chairs, so our chairs are in the way. Literally, you can't see anything in the camera. I just think it's funny because like it looks like I'm just using like a blank paintbrush. Like it honestly is not showing up as anything. Like, you guys, we were like totally joking. Like, don't. Oh my god! Don't do a feature wall, actually. It's actually like really hard.
It's harder than it looks.
It looks pretty difficult. Like, I'm just hoping that once it's all done, I'll like it. Because right now, I'm like absolutely despising it. On second thought, we do need to.
Yeah.
Like, literally, all of these are going like, decided that we do need to.
Easy craft gone bad.
Turns out we do need to.
It's true though, I can't really see them.
Okay,
Okay, you're going to the left. As you go up, you're going to the left. Yes.
Here?
Yeah, right there, yeah. I think that's gonna make a difference, even if they're very... Oh, dear. Bring it back. This is what we need.
oh yeah.
This will look real professional now. One is... Okay, your bottom hand to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try this again.
Okay, here we go.
So one really nice thing is it was looking really, really light, kind of like a yellowy, but now that the bottom is drying, you can see it's very much beige. Also, don't look at the bottom. It's looking better now. Like, I feel like that looks pretty cute. And then once we get the tape off, it'll be just like a nice little feature. So we're gonna finish that up. All right, you guys, it's the day after. I'm filming on my phone right now because I forgot my camera. But the wall is completely done. It's dried now. As you can see, the beige is like a lot darker now. I was gonna say lighter, but it's darker now. And I'm really liking the way it looks. So I'm gonna peel off all the tape and we'll see how it looks finished. Okay, the next DIY we're going to be doing is this rug. Now, the pin actually shows it as like a twine-like rope, but when I got to Michael's, I was like, wow, this twine is like really expensive. Like, after I bought the right amount, it would have been over $100, and in that case, I don't like doing DIYs if they end up not being affordable. Like, that's the biggest reason why I felt like DIYs started to become like less popular, is because people were starting to like number crunch and they were like, oh, I could buy it for less. So we don't want any of that. We don't want to be able to buy it for less. We want to get a good deal because we're putting in the work ourselves. Like, on top of the love of it being custom, I also would like it to be more affordable. So I wanted to change it up from the twine rope because that was a little bit too pricey. And there was this big bundle for like $11. So I decided I would try it with that. Not only would the rug be more plush, but it would also be more affordable. Now, I'm not sure how this works out. You guys are going to see along with me, but let's give this one a go, because if it does work out, this is like a super, super affordable rug. So we'll see. I am hopeful, clearly. Hello, it's me via voiceover. It's been so long since I've made a voiceover, and honestly, I'm awful at it. Already, I'm running way behind. You need cardboard, the yarn, some good glue. I use E6000 glue. It's honestly so unbelievably sticky. I've never had something like come undone when it's been glued with E6000 glue. So I am faithful to it, even though it is hard to work with sometimes. Now, building this is pretty simple. You just lay some glue down and then you wrap the rope around, hold it for a little bit, and just continue that. One thing I did notice, I thought cardboard would be like the best thing to use, but after finishing it, I think something a little thinner like a shower curtain or even like an old sheet would work a little bit better. Just because when I finished it and put it down, it would pop up where the cardboard would pop up. So I think something a little bit smaller would work better. Once it's all done being wrapped up, I'm just going to cut it out, and then as you can see, there's still little pieces of cardboard around the edges. So once it's all cut out, I'm just going to go around and just take the extra bits of the yarn, and I actually ended up only using one roll of yarn, so it was around $11 to do this, plus the glue. Depending how big you want it, you can just keep adding more and more yarn, because this is a very small rug, but you could just make it as big as you want. Okay, so if you are a throw pillow lover like myself, we have a DIY for you. Now, this is basically just a way to upscale your throw pillows. Now, I don't like getting rid of throw pillows, but I will admit sometimes I lose interest in some. So this is a good way to like raise the bar of interest for a throw pillow. So if you guys don't know how to make pom-poms already, I'm going to teach you guys. But basically it's just a throw pillow and then you attach pom-poms to either side all the way around, and it just gives that little pop. You could do it on all four corners or the whole way around. I'm going to do it the whole way around. I'm going to move my arms like a ton. Sorry, I'm in a crazy mood today, as usual. Now, making pom-poms honestly is so time consuming, but it's also super, super fun. So I don't mind that at all. Like, I'm really looking forward to just sitting back, watching a show and making like 30 pom-poms. And there's so many different designs with this. You can put the pom-poms across. Again, like I said, just on the corners. You can incorporate different colors and make it like a rainbow pillow. Or say you just painted a new accent wall. You could put then different pom-poms on the sides to incorporate it. There's a lot of ways. You don't have to go and buy like a new pillow. You could just change up one that you already have. So we're gonna give this a go. I'm hopeful. I've actually made something kind of like this before and it turned out well, so it should be okay, but let's try it. Okay, quickly, I'm just gonna teach you guys how to make a pom-pom. There's definitely better videos on the internet on how to do this. So I'll go ahead and link down below a better one, but let's start. I went ahead and picked up some value yarn. I was interested to see how like thinner yarn would work for this. And then I also already had a few that are a little bit thicker and more plush. So we're just gonna open those up. And now this is difficult because I had to decide the combinations. Even though there was only 3, it was still difficult to choose from. But I decided on the value yarn and then the lighter yarn for the first pom-pom. But I ended up mixing them all throughout. So the first step is make a knot, tighten it up, grab the 2 rolls of toilet paper and then put the knot in between it, and then you're just going to wrap it around 50 times. Now, 50 times seems like a lot, I know, but it makes such a plush pom-pom. Trust me, it's worth it. Once we are done wrapping it around, you're just going to cut that off, and then you're going to take a new piece of the double string, cut it off, and then wrap it through the 2 toilet paper holders, and then you're going to tie that in a knot. Take out the toilet paper rolls and then tie it in a really tight knot. Am I explaining this well enough? I don't know. And now we get into the fun part. You're gonna take the scissors, cut all of the strings, and then you're gonna start to see the pom-pom shape. But it's a little bit disheveled, and that's when these two little pieces of cardboard, these are kind of like the stencil of it. I cut these myself. The closer you can get it to a perfect circle, the better. Mine are obviously more oval-like because I can't cut a perfect circle, but you're just going to ice cream sandwich those together and then cut off the excess. And then again, after you're done doing that, you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna work the two little strands over to the side so that you're doing it on the part. Does that make any sense? I am so sorry. Like I said, better tutorial, link down below if you're trying to make a pom-pom. Hopefully just the visuals are helping you right now because I know my voice is pretty much useless in this instance. And then I'm just eyeballing it, seeing if there's a little bit extra, giving the pom-pom a little bit of a haircut. And there you go. Pretty cute, right? Like, I was so satisfied with these pom-poms. Like, catch me with a million pom-poms all over my house soon. And of course, my mom was interested to learn. And you know what? I was open arms to her help because I had around 8 or 9 pom-poms to make. And she was pretty eager to try it out, so I taught her, and we had some fun with this.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh.
9 pom-poms later, here is the pillow. It's pretty bland, pretty basic, but I really do like it. So I'm just going to take the stuffing out because this is going to be the one that will get the makeover. So the next little bit of footage is us trying to figure out how to make this a no-sew craft while also sewing, which eventually just flopped, and I decided the easiest way to do it would be just cutting little holes. I know this is probably like the biggest sin in DIYs. I'm cutting a fabric pillow, but it just seemed really easy and it wasn't falling apart. Like, this is a good enough fabric that it didn't just start tearing or anything like that. Definitely judge it based on your fabric that you have, but mine was okay. Also, of course, you could always sew the pom-poms on if you're good at sewing, or even glue it. But here's how that pillow turned out. I'm so happy with it. Honestly, all my pillows will be getting this makeover. As soon as I can find about 7 hours to make more pom-poms, I'll be decorating everything with them. Okay, when I say I'm most excited for this one, I really mean it, because you guys, I have always really disliked the Sims room nightstand. I got it only because it looked like the one I had put in my Sims room. Not personally do I enjoy it that much, so I'm very looking forward to redoing it. I actually kind of did have this idea on my own, but then when I searched out on Pinterest, I totally got inspired. I wanted to do like a really deep hunter green, and then I saw this one which had the beautiful gold accents, which just really sent it home for me. So we're gonna be doing a pretty simple DIY, basically just sanding the nightstand, painting it, painting the hardware. You can add a lot of fun twists to this, like again, whatever your accent colors are, whatever you want to bring in. You can paint in the little shelving units. There's so many fun transformations on nightstands. Like, please, if you have a nightstand, don't get rid of it. Just upscale it. It's fun. And again, this one, you just have to buy like a quart of paint to cover the whole nightstand. That's like $5. It's a really affordable DIY. So let's get into this. Then again, I'm talking as if it's going to go so well, and I have no idea how it goes. So let's see if I have made a liar out of myself or if it's the truth. Does it turn out well? All right, so if you've never met it, here is the Sims nightstand. It's cute. It's not my personal favorite, so we're going to be transforming it today. As you can see, it's got 2 drawers, a little opening, lots to work with. So just to start off, I'm going to be taking off all of the hardware from the front because we're going to be spraying that separately. I'm just going to plop that in my shirt for safekeeping. I'm so funny. Voiceover cringe. And then I got this metallic gold spray paint. This is probably the biggest expense of this video, but I just really wanted this shiny paint. So I'm going to be spraying these. I actually had to spray them a few times, like way more than I had anticipated, to get the gold to cover completely and on the bottom bits. So make sure to leave some time for that. So now I'm taking a low grit sandpaper and I'm just going to be sanding over all of the wood. And this is so important because I actually didn't sand in the pocket of the nightstand, and painting that was problematic. Also, lots of dust. Make sure to wear a mask. I wasn't wearing one in that scene, but trust me, I put one on because this dust was flying. But yeah, as I was saying, sanding is super important. It's really, really important to get that varnish off, the shininess, so that the paint can really stick and doesn't chip off. So I know this seems time consuming, but honestly, take your time with this part. It will save you in the long run. All right, paint time. What color do you guys think I chose? Oh, there it is. It's a green. So pretty. I actually had to pick this swatch online for curbside pickup, so it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I love the color. I love the way it turned out. I actually just painted this on with a little $1.50 paintbrush, so very affordable. And I love the way it's covering. One thing is I didn't get any spray top coat or paint top coat for on this, which I would definitely suggest just to ensure that it doesn't chip off. I'd completely forgot about it, and then there was no available times for curbside pickup. 2020 problems, so I wasn't able to grab it, but I know for in the future I'm definitely going to put some spray on this to ensure it all stays on. All right, 3 coats later, I'm going to put on the gold hardware. I love the way it looks. Slide in the drawers and it is finished. Do we remember what the old nightstand looked like? No, we didn't. This is the new one. We love it. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have lots of stuff already done for this room, and this is the final thing. I want to hang this on the wall. So there's a lot of different macrame little hangy things. I absolutely love macrame like tapestries. So this is very much like that, but it looks like very, very like low skill level to make this one. This was a very affordable one too. We'll get into the prices of everything, but I'm excited to see how this looks. Hopefully I can make it good. I kind of upscaled it like at a bigger size because I'd like it to cover more surface area. So wish me luck with this one. I'm a little bit nervous about it just because like I don't have my nails, and like usually I use my nails as kind of like little needles to like pull through things, but I don't have those. But yeah, so this is the last one, a little bit of wall art. So let's make it. All right, you're going to need a dowel. Now I ended up choosing a really big dowel because I wanted it to cover more surface area, paintbrush, black paint, some thread. I got way too much thread. Like I picked so much. You only needed one of those by the end of this. And also some wooden balls, beads, not ball. Well, they are balls. Okay, ball beads. I'm gonna stop saying ball. First, I'm going to eyeball the size like every good carpenter. I'm just going to eyeball it, not measure it. And then I'm going to find 7 of the same size beads. Going to take the black paint and I'm just going to paint it all black. Now, you can paint it whatever color you want. If it works with your room, perfect. If it doesn't work with your room, perfect. Do whatever you want with this. I'm just doing black because I think it will really pop on the bluish gray wall that I'm going to be putting this on. Painting these beads got paint all over my fingers. Thankfully, this is washable paint, so just make sure to check that if you're going to be getting all over, or wear some gloves, but I was good. I just washed it. Now everything's dry. I cut that really bad. We're just going to cover it and not look at that side. This is how all my DIYs go. I just get a little bit rammy with it and things end up breaking. But now we got to make tassels. Very similar to the pom-poms. We're going to wrap it around about 40 to 50 times. Cut it off, add a string, tie a knot around it. shimmy it off of the little piece of cardboard. Keep in mind, whatever the size of the cardboard is the size of the tassel. So no matter how big or small, just cut the cardboard to that size, tie a little knot around there, and boom, tassel. Now you just have to make 10 more. Now the rest of this is going to be human Mia speaking, so goodbye to voiceover Mia for a little bit. I will see you in a minute. Alright you guys, so I just attached this string. You probably saw, here it is. The string is almost not seeable, but here we go. So I'm gonna tape this up on the wall right now so that I can start making the strands, because honestly, I've been like anticipating this one being the most difficult, which might be a surprise because it doesn't look like it'd be that difficult, but something about this seems hard to me. So let's tape it up. So it needs 7 strands, so I'll do one in the middle for the start. There's 1. Now I gotta do 7 of those. I'm gonna leave quite a bit of string just in case I run into an issue. Oh my goodness, and we only used 1 thing of string for this whole thing. This was like $4, and the dowel was like $2. Okay, this looks a little bit hilarious. It just looks really lame right now, but I have faith in it. It always gets worse before it gets better. So you're gonna take the bead, you're gonna put it through, and then you're going to take it again and you're gonna put it through again when it's in its spot it needs to be, which is up here, out of camera. We have the bead where we want it, and take the bottom of the string again, and we're just gonna push it through. There, that doesn't seem like it's gonna fall. It seems like it should be more to it, but I think that's good. Okay, while I'm at this, I'm going to attach the tassel. So I'm just going to take one of the tassels, and there's like a little hole in it. I'm going to push this through. And now this is going to depend where the beginning of the arrow is gonna start. So how big do I want this to be? There we go. So then we're gonna cut this. And then we're gonna cut this. That is so cute! So that's one that's finished, and then when we flip it around, I think it'll look even better, and then I'll move it around so they're all like evenly spaced out. But okay, so I think I just have to continue this now. Stressful. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, you guys, so it is a couple days later. Honestly, I was so tired. I did 2 days of full crafting to create all these DIYs, and I just like didn't have it in me to do the outro, but I'm here now and I'm ready to talk about it because I am so happy with how everything turned out. Like, I liked the Sims room before, but I feel like I like it way more now. I was able to do like my little twist on it. I like the macrame little hanging thing probably the most out of everything. Like, I was not expecting that, and that also was the most affordable DIY to make. Like, seriously, that ended up being like $5, which is crazy because at any store that would be way more. The nightstand I think looks way better now. I way prefer the green with the gold detailing, and you can customize any nightstand to look and go with the room however you want. Like, this has totally made me want to go to a thrift store when they're open, pick up some stuff and like DIY them. So make sure to let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know which DIY you guys like the most and which one you might be trying out. If you do end up trying some out, make sure to send me them on Instagram. I would love to see what you guys are creating. And yeah, this is kind of a little bit different from what we've been doing lately. So if you like this video, make sure to let me know and I will be sure to do some more. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!